Welcome everyone to Portland, Oregon. We are live for 3rd Street Live. It's your boy, the man that runs this place, BJ Spencer, and we are sold out in this place, and we're ready for action. We're going right into kicking things off as we're on the road to 3rd Street Underground in Madison Square Garden, kicking things off tonight. The debut of NXT's Valerie Erie, a fresh out of the 3rd Street developmental system known as the Purgatory Dojo, trained by her cousin and current 3rd Street Wrestling Women's World Champion, Envy Price. I'm excited to see how she fares in this match against someone who's already made a name for herself in the NXT Women's Division, the #1 contender for the NXT Women's title, and sister of two of the biggest pains in my asses on this show, Gabby Dar. And here comes the woman that defeated her own sibling in a steel cage at TakeOver Lockdown, earned her shot at the NXT Women's Championship. A woman looking to redeem herself from a serious loss at NXT TakeOver Philadelphia months ago. That loss in January has been eating away at her ever since. But tonight she's got to focus on an aspiring young competitor. This is going to be an interesting matchup. These two are good friends outside of the ring, so it's going to be a little interesting to see if they take it easy on each other or if they are looking to maybe test each other's skill. I know if I'm Valerie Erie, I'm definitely going to try and test my might against someone who's already solidified herself as a major name in the NXT division. And here we go, kicking things off on the first ever 3rd Street Live. And the match is underway. Oh my god, big clothesline, takes down Gabby. Has her in a big Christian Cage DDT there. Boot to the face. She's got the waist lock. Oh my, look at the rolling through. Keeping that gut wrench locked by the fingers and throws her over in a suplex. Oh my god, impressive in the early going is the newcomer Valerie. Off the ropes goes Gabby. And deep 6 feet deep. Springboard, got none of it. It was just an inch off. Springboard from Gabby into the eye of the hurricane. Dog goes to the leg drop, but Valerie got out of the way. Collar and elbow, Val got control, one hand on front, one hand on neck, head first into the turnbuckle, but Gabby with the back elbow to block. Kick to the midsection, head scissors, DDT drives her into the canvas. And big standing moonsault, got all of that one. Oh my god. Big Uranage. And snaps the neck there. Gabby as I feel like has really grown as a performer since her debut in NXT. Has really fleshed out her moveset. Especially after embracing her Daro lineage. Oh my god! Never mind, she just got spiked on her head with that cutter. But I was gonna say, she's ever since embracing her Daro lineage and learning to embrace the more aggressive side of professional wrestling, she's really been able to impress. Wait a minute, twist of fate from Valerie. 1, 2, this could be it. No, shoulder up just before the 3 count. It's very interesting. It's very. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Top rope moonsault. That could be all she wrote. Valerie could get the win in her debut. No. I was gonna say, it's very interesting to see how Valerie works in ring. This being her first professional match. Brings off that bottom rope, but got nothing. Gabby nails the vertigo into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. As Valerie Smart rolls to the outside. as the 20 count will be in effect. But she got back in. Drop kick off the springboard from Gabby. Of course, we have to remember, also on our show, we will hear from Christian Shelley, the #1 contender for the 3rd Street X Division title. He will talk about his X Division title match at Underground, as well as the unorthodox challenge from Jimmy Darrow for WrestleMania. It's going to be interesting to hear what he has to say going into this rather less than stellar challenge for the grandest stage of them all. Also tonight, NXT Women's Champion Kimmy Killjoy in action, taking on Noah Liger. Oh my God, got her up on the shoulder, head first into the turnbuckle. Gabby in trouble here against the newcomer. DDT spikes Gabby right on her dome piece. Oh my God. Valerie, extremely impressive in her debut so far. Off the ropes. Big drop kick takes Gabby out. She's up on Brett's rope. That is the most dangerous rope, and she crowned her. Back up to Brett's rope again. Oh my God, the double knees. Looking for an insult to injury. Stomp to the leg. Now wait a minute, top rope. Looking for that moonsault a second time. No! Water in the pool. Springboard moonsault into that Eye of the Hurricane from Gabby. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Pointed them up. Oh my. Wait. Twist of fate. That could be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. Valerie Erie in her 3rd Street debut knocks off the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. What a contest. What an impressive debut. It's going to be interesting to see how she catapults off this momentum going into the return of NXT coming soon. And we're back on 3rd Street Live, sold out in Portland. And it's time to hear from the #1 contender for the X Division title. And here he is, the man who will go one-on-one with the emo psychopath Crossbones in Madison Square Garden. And we've just received word that that match will be contested under no disqualification rules, so anything goes, which might not lean into Christian Shelley's hand all too well. Of course, Christian Shelley, the heart and soul of 3rd Street Wrestling, which some people have not taken too well since that was stated, but he has proven that he is a workhorse. He has carried the name of 3rd Street Wrestling on his back. He has championed the cause of our developmental program down in NXT over in Philadelphia. General manager of the show out of the ECW arena. Tonight, though, he's got a few things he needs to get off his chest. But nonetheless, it is always exciting. It is always great to see Christian Shelley back on a 3rd Street Wrestling show. He looks in high spirits, but with the certain mask-wearing dipshit who's been throwing insults and challenges at him lately, I probably wouldn't be. Alright, so it seems like I've been the talk of the town around here since the last one shot, so let's talk. I want to start by addressing a certain mask-wearing jackass who's been throwing out challenges for WrestleMania. I'm gonna get right to the point. It's not happening. It's not happening. I am not wrestling Jimmy Darrow at WrestleMania. We've done this already. We've done it way too many times. Frankly, it's tired, it's played out. And the last time we fought in that Hell in a Cell, that was supposed to be it. We were supposed to be done for good. We're not doing this again. Now, on to more important things. 3rd Street Underground, I have to take on someone who, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated performers in the modern professional wrestling landscape. He's not underrated in the sense that he hasn't been given the proper opportunities, or God forbid he hasn't showcased how good he really fucking can be. It's that people really don't understand just how good he is. See, Crossbones, if someone looks at him and they see a hardcore guy, someone that can throw a weapon at you, beat you with a light tube, jump off of something high, and get a really good reaction. And to his credit, yeah, he's all of those things. But when I look at Crossbones, I see one of, if not the most complete professional wrestler in the modern wrestling landscape. Someone who is almost scarily good at this. And so, when I enter Madison Square Garden, I have one hell of a challenge. You see, I took this match because this is my way to get to WrestleMania. The X Division title, it's a title that means a lot to this company. People have been saying I do too. And it would be an honor for me to go into the grandest stage of them all, the biggest show in our calendar, as the X Division champion. There's only one way for me to do that, folks. It's going through Crossbones. So I can't wait to get in that ring. May the best man win. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Like this man's fucking shadow. This no good clout leech just needs to butt in. He needs to always be there. He always needs to be present. He wasn't even supposed to be here today. This absolute bella. Jimmy Darrow, the man who sacrificed his own shot at the world title after he did take out Rex Suplexer to get into the match. He cross-bodied both himself and Christian Shelley out of the Casino Battle Royale, which would later be won by Damon Starr, and then just proceeded to beat the living hell out of Shelley on the outside of the ring. Everybody thought, their problems were done with. After the one final beat Hell in a Cell contest they went into a number of months ago. But it seems like Jimmy Darrow only seeks to reopen old wounds. Of course, we unfortunately have to give credit to his work in LWE lately, the current reigning LWE World Master Champion, defeating Ryan Alexander at their Payback's a Bitch event. Unfortunately, he is a world champion. Though very fortunately, he's not parading it around our company, so it's not something I have to worry about, thankfully. Who the hell would give this motherfucker a world title anyway? Jesus Christ. Christ, you are absolutely fucking pathetic. Sitting here talking about may the best man win. May the best man win. Is this how you expect to get anywhere? Is this why you've not succeeded worth of fucking shit since I took the US title off you in LWE? Because you sit here talking about how you're the heart and soul of this place, which also, like I said, big crock of shit, by the way. And you expect these people to take you seriously. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but this isn't a place for white meat baby-faced douchebags. But that's not why I'm out here. You know why I'm out here. You know exactly why I came out here, and it's because you're dodging me. You're dodging me. I've known you for years. I've known you since you started in this goddamn industry. You wouldn't be here without me. You owe me this, especially after everything you put me through. I haven't slept since that day. I have not been able to rest since that Hell in a Cell match. And I will not leave this ring until you give me what I want. So be a man, grow some fucking balls, and fight, fight, fight me! No. I guess that answers Daro's question. I don't know how well he's going to take it, but Christian Shelley is not interested in another Daro and Shelley one-on-one contest. And we're back in Portland with some more women's action. And here comes the Cosmic Valkyrie, the Iron Heart, the face of 3rd Street Wrestling's women's division. Noah fucking Liger. Noah, one of 6 women who will go into the first ever 3rd Street Wrestling Elimination Chamber matchup at 3rd Street Underground. Of course, being joined by her opponent tonight, Kimmy Killjoy, the NXT Women's Champion, as well as multiple other stars from NXT and Jackie Helsing. But Noah looking to gain momentum going into that match. Noah has not won a singles championship in her entire professional career in this industry. If she wants any shot at obtaining 3rd Street Gold, this might be her last chance. Of course, one of the people she's going to have to go through in order to earn that chance, she's going to be stepping into this ring with tonight. Someone who has a bit of singles gold in her grasp already. The self-proclaimed forever champ of NXT. It was NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, where that woman defeated Gabby Daro to become the first ever 3rd Street NXT Women's Champion. Ever since, she has been undefeated in singles action, only suffering 1 loss in a tag team match. But whenever a one-on-one match is stipulation, she's been damn near perfect. But she has been slipping. She has been maybe getting a little too confident, becoming a bit too cocky, making too many mistakes. And against someone with the skill level and overall striking ability of Noah Liger, you cannot afford to make mistakes. It's going to be interesting to see the dynamic at play, because Noah Liger was pretty much a lock to be in that original NXT Women's Championship match. Was only taken out because of an attack by Melanie Fall and Scarlett Everett So it's going to be interesting to finally see this one-on-one match play out. And the bell rung. They're both rushing at each other. And Noah getting the upper hand with that face. Oh my fucking God. Those forearms to the side of the head. Noah is not wasting time. She's almost toying with her opponent at this point. She's got full control over the NXT Women's Champion. She might even be taking out some frustrations. Jesus Christ. Kick to the side. Goes for a stomp, but she rolls out of the way. Collar and elbow tie up. Irish whip. Hits the ropes. Drop down from Liger. Oh, she ducks into the lariat from Kimmy. Oh my God. What a boot. Oh, fuck. What a lariat. God damn, Noah laying in these shots. And now what a suplex. Someone is tossing her across the entire ring for that suplex. And she's got her again. Another one. Noah following her, but maybe just waiting for her now. Just giving her the chance to get back in the ring, which she does. Got the waistlock, Irish whip. Hits the ropes. Drop down from Noah. Leapfrog. Oh, but they both collide. Shoulders. They both go for the drop kick. Neither connect. But now it's Kimmy taking advantage of that slip up from both of them. Head first. And then turnbuckle and a big chop. Kimmy now. Oh, what is this? Oh, come on. Ref's got to get in. This is a blatantly illegal choke over those ropes. Now the combination of strikes from the NXT Women's Champion and then a full Nelson slam. And a cover forearm right over the side of the head, but Noah kicks out before the one. Crawls using those ropes to get back up to a vertical base, but Noah still has enough wherewithal to block what she had in mind. Now, as her, oh my God, turnbuckle exploder suplex, and the hell is the... Oh my God. Jesus Christ! Full force. Throwing herself. I believe she calls that the Galactic Storm. Oh my God. Jesus! Holy fuck. Just straight forearms to the fucking head. How the hell did she kick out? As I was saying earlier, she calls that running headbutt the Galactic Storm. I have to get a hold of her. She might have a name for that fucking forearm. Holy fuck. Irish whip. I don't know how Kimmy is still in this. We almost saw the first singles loss in Kimmy Killjoy's professional career here. But Noah's not making this easy. So, oh my God, side of the head forearm again. I got a hold of the hair. Oh my Lord. Noah is just picking apart the NXT Women's Champion. Almost like she's got a point to prove tonight. She has been saying a lot lately that she's been frustrated. She wants a shot. She wants to get in that ring. She only recently earned some new bookings in Japan as of late. So, oh, wait, 1, 2, 3? Holy shit. Noah just pinned the undefeated NXT Women's Champion. I'm actually shocked. We're gonna have to move on, but we're gonna have to see where this leads next time NXT comes around. What a win for Noah, but I don't think Kimmy's gonna be... And now it's time the contract signing for the for the Third Street Wrestling Women's World Championship. And of course, it's time for the homecoming of our Third Street Wrestling Women's World Champion. Envy Price, born in Portland, Oregon, and for the first time in years, stepping foot in this arena. For the first time in years, stepping foot in this city. Coming home with gold around her waist. It was at Third Street Wrestling's first pay-per-view back, Double or Nothing, where Envy won the gauntlet for the gold, last pinning the woman she will face at Underground, Melanie Fall, to earn that championship belt. Of course, Melanie Fall would bitch and complain to higher-ups to get this shot, but nonetheless, Envy welcomed the challenge, said she's got a demon to exercise off of her back. But God, it's just phenomenal to see her back, to see her with that championship, to see her in this building. This is what those stories everybody's been finishing lately. This is what that feels like. This feels like someone finishing a story.
You know, I think very recently we approached the 10-year mark when my parents moved us out of Portland because Dad got a new job in Stillwater. Which means it's been 10 years since I've been in my hometown. And in that 10 years, a lot has changed. I've been through hell and back. I've dug myself out of the throes of so much shit. I've fought my own personal demons more times than I can count. I've lost everything, and I scratch and clawed my way to get everything again. And now I can't even put into words how important it is and how great it feels to finally come home as a world champion. Let me take you back to 2008. I sat up in the stands, only 10 years old, in this very building, because my favorite wrestler was gonna fight on pay-per-view. He was gonna fight for the world title, and I had to be there. I begged and I pleaded with my parents to get us tickets for months because I knew that we were going to be here, but as soon as I found out that the world title match would be Jeff versus Hunter, I had to go. My parents drove me to the arena and said we could maybe run into a couple of wrestlers outside. And we got outside, we waited, and then they surprised me with tickets anyway. Sounds stupid, but I was looking. That was the night I decided I wanted to be a professional wrestler. Now, 2024, I'm walking into that same building as a world champion. And I'm walking into the world's most famous arena very soon to defend this title. And I promise you, with everything in my being, with everything in my heart, my soul, that I will be back in this building as your world champion by any means necessary.
You gotta be... I want to be angry that she's coming out, but she kind of has to fucking sign the contract. Heartwarming story there from our women's world champion, but this woman is the definition of a nightmare when it comes to our women's champ. Melanie Fall, the woman who terrorized Envy Price for years. Hell, she's terrorized quite a few people on this goddamn roster for years, but that's besides the point. She pretty much politicked her way into a world championship match in Madison Square Garden, and on 3rd Street One Shot, they had a few words for each other, notably Envy legitimately saying, "I'm going to fucking kill you." Now, to say I'm a little worried for our insurance bill after this pay-per-view would be an understatement, but nonetheless, I've tried getting between these two before. It never goes well. I just gotta let these two fight.
Envy. That was touching. I mean it. Your story about how you sat in this very building amongst all of these Portland, Oregon poors and watched as a junkie failed. It touched my soul. But maybe that's what he inspired you to truly do. Because throughout your entire life, failure is all you've ever known. You knew failure when that face-painted freak failed to win a world title in this building. Not like Portland, Oregon arenas are used to seeing a championship, but I digress. And then, your father, 10 years ago, moved your entire family out to Stillwater. Because you got a new job, new opportunity, you can make money, provide for you and your mother. But he failed. In fact, he failed so bad that he hit rock bottom. He had to resort to a life of crime in order to keep your family afloat. And Envy, where's your father now? For those of you not in the know, I'll give you a hint. He's exactly where you threatened to put me. 6 feet deep. But don't worry, because that's not where this ends. Because you failed when I gave you a chance. You see, after your father passed and your mother wasn't too happy and blamed you for it, you came to me. And I'm the one you vented to. I'm the one you ran to. But then you started hanging out with my loser brother, who, mind you, also failed. In fact, he's still failing, believe it or not. But once he disappointed you, I took you in. I made you. I gave you every opportunity you could ever imagine. I took you to Japan, where you became the wrestler you are today. And you became ungrateful. You failed me. And so I kicked you to the curb. So just so that little 5'0" idiot could drag you back out of that gutter and you could ride her coattails all the way back to the States. And then you came here. And you failed again. You failed to capture that title. You failed so hard you had to get facial reconstructive surgery. And it took this place going out of business and coming back for you to even have a shot at that. And the fact that that title belongs to you, not me, is a disgrace. Because that title deserves someone that isn't a failure. And at Underground, you're gonna fail one more time. When I take that world title away from you, and I go on to WrestleMania to give that championship the prestige it deserves.
I gotta give you credit for a couple of things, but first and foremost, you're still just as good at pissing me off as you've always been. You know that? Seriously, it's like you have this special talent of knowing exactly how to get under my skin. It is your favorite pastime, after all. Always has been, always will be. Some things never change. However, have to give you credit because you're right. For once, you and I, we agree. I have failed a lot. I failed in Japan when you left me bleeding out. And I didn't need Noah to drag me out of that. I did fail when I got back to America and I tried to take this title the first time. But here's the difference between you and me. I own up to every single failure I have ever experienced. Every setback, every bump in the road, every earth-shattering, life-changing experience, I own it. I wear it on my sleeve. I don't need to hide anything. What happens when you fail, Mel? We're gonna talk about how badly you failed in Japan too? About how you couldn't get fuck worth of shit done without me? Or God forbid, without the other person you don't want me bringing up. We're gonna talk about how you got to this company and you got your shit pushed in by the murder juggalo on pay-per-view. We're gonna talk about every single time you have lost to Noah. Seriously, how many times are we on now? I'm counting at least 500. But better yet, let's talk about how you failed when it meant the most. Because for all this shit you talk, about all the things you're better at than I am, you have never beaten me. You couldn't beat me to earn the last spot in the gauntlet. And when you got to me in that gauntlet, you still couldn't beat me. You were so angry that I took this title and you didn't, that you bitched and moaned and bitched and moaned and bitched and bitched and bitched until you were given a title shot. But you know what? I'm glad you got what you wanted. Because I'm going to teach you a goddamn lesson. I'm going to teach you a lesson you'll never forget. You'll remember it for as long as you live, which, funny enough, won't be that long. You want to talk about my father. You want to talk about the sacrifice he made for my family. You met my father years ago. And you won't be meeting him again. Because you're right, I did threaten you. And I meant every single fucking word. At 3rd Street Underground, you're not going up there to meet my father. I'm going to beat you senseless. I'm going to beat you until there's nothing left of you and you are burning in hell. At 3rd Street Underground, I finish this and I get you off of my back for good.
Now the two making this official. The contract is signed. Melanie Fall, Envy Price, 3rd Street Women's World Championship at 3rd Street Underground.